everybody, today I'm going to show you how to use Excel to find a total order cost. We'll also look at taxes and we'll find the average price per item. Our problem says a startup is attending a large tech convention. As part of their marketing strategy, they are preparing giveaway items to promote their brand. They've selected a set of 12 promotional items to give away at their booth. The company needs to calculate the total cost of these giveaways. Our data table gives us the item number, the description of the item, the quantity in each case, the cost per item, and the number of cases we're going to order. We want to find the total cost of the items purchased, how many items there are in total, the total cost including a 5.3% tax, and then the average cost per giveaway including tax. To start us out, we will highlight all of the data. We can right-click Copy, and then we can right-click Paste. So there are a couple things I want to know. I want to know the total items ordered. Let's also put in total cost. For the items ordered, we know how many items are in each case and how many cases we want. To get Excel to do math, we start by pushing equals. Then we're going to click on the cell that has the quantity in each case, and then I'll say times, and then I'll click on the number of cases. Once I've done my first calculation, I go to the cell, I double click in the right corner, and it'll repeat the operation all the way down. If I want to know the total items we're ordering, I go to the bottom of the list and I go to Auto Sum. It looks like a sigma. We can click on it and say, let's do a sum, push enter. Now I want to know the total cost. I'll multiply the cost per item times the number of items ordered. So again, I'll click equals. I'll click on the cost per item, I'll hit multiply, and then I'll hit the items ordered. After I've hit enter, I go over to the cell, I double click the right corner, and it will fill in all the way down. At the bottom of this column, I'm going to once again hit auto sum, and this gives me the total cost of the order. Now that we know those two are right, let's move on to the next question. It says if sales tax is 5.3%, find the total cost including tax. Let's go back to Excel. I'll type tax. Now I'll click in a cell and I'll type equals to again tell Excel we're going to do a calculation. I want to multiply 1 plus 0.053, which was my tax rate, times this total of 7,962.99. It gives me 8,385.0285. If you want it to format for you, right-click, go to Format. Then on the currency, we can say round to 2 decimal places. This says we have a total of 8,385.03. Our last part says what's the average cost per giveaway. We're going to include tax. We'll take the 8,385.03 total and divide by the number of items, 953. We can go back to Excel, push equals, click on the total, hit divide by, and let's go to the number of items we had. This gives us an average of $8.80 per item. I hope you noticed how quick that was to click on the cells. Notice we didn't have to type in numbers for any of our problems. We're always clicking on the cells. We're taking away any typos we could get, which helps us have accurate information when we're doing our problems.